A single sentence in a private email from Meghan Markle to Netflix executives has ignited a global firestorm. "I'm prettier than Princess Diana." These 6 words have shattered Meghan's carefully curated image, sparked an FBI investigation, and reignited tensions within the royal family. The email, part of a bold pitch for a docuseries redefining royal storytelling, was never meant for public eyes. Yet, its exposure has unleashed a digital manhunt, with social media dissecting Meghan's motives and the palace mobilizing to protect Diana's sacred legacy. This isn't just a scandal, it's a clash of ambition, betrayal, and a haunting past, threatening Meghan's Hollywood dreams and her standing in a world that reveres Diana's memory. The scandal erupted when an anonymous source shared a screenshot of Meghan's email to 2 senior Netflix executives via an encrypted messaging platform. The message, part of a pitch for a docuseries, was professional until its final paragraph, where Meghan wrote, "The world has always loved Diana, but I believe I bring something fresher, more media-savvy, and frankly, I'm prettier than Diana ever was." The internet exploded. Meghan's team remained silent, a move that backfired spectacularly. Instead of quelling the storm, their lack of response fueled speculation. Major outlets like The Times and Variety reportedly delayed stories after quiet calls from Meghan's representatives, while palace sources hinted at concerns over diplomatic fallout. The public's reaction was visceral. Diana, a global icon of compassion, was untouchable, and Meghan's comparison was seen as a direct affront. As social media turned into a battleground, the question wasn't just whether the email was real, but who had leaked it and why. The FBI's cyber division entered the fray, not for the royal drama but for the method of the leak. The email's metadata revealed unauthorized access to a secure Netflix server, a federal crime. Cybersecurity experts confirmed the screenshots' timestamps and formatting matched internal Netflix communications, suggesting authenticity. The breach traced back to a compromised login from a former assistant producer on one of Meghan's projects, whose recovery email had been overlooked in Netflix's systems. In just 8 minutes, the leaker accessed a batch of sensitive communications, selecting the Diana quote for maximum impact. The FBI's findings pointed to a deliberate act, not random hacking. The leaker, later identified as a disgruntled industry insider, admitted to sharing the email to expose what they called Meghan's PR obsession. They claimed no financial motive, only a desire to challenge her narrative. While criminal charges were not pursued, the investigation revealed a deeper issue. The leak was a calculated strike, possibly from within Meghan's own circle, designed to unravel her public image. This wasn't just gossip, it was a betrayal with global consequences. The email was part of a larger pitch for a docuseries that aimed to reframe royal legacy through Meghan's lens. Insiders described it as ambitious but divisive, with segments comparing Meghan's journey to Diana's struggles against the monarchy. One slide, "She walked so I could rise," sparked unease among executives, who felt it veered into rivalry rather than tribute. A senior Netflix official reportedly called it a takeover, not a homage. The project stalled as executives grew wary of its tone, and Meghan's frustration culminated in the now infamous email, where she emphasized her media savvy and visual appeal over Diana's legacy. The comparison was a misstep. Diana's image rooted in compassion and vulnerability remains sacred, especially to Prince Harry and William. Meghan's attempt to position herself as a modern successor was seen as audacious, alienating both Netflix and the public. The leaked email didn't just expose her words, it revealed a strategic miscalculation that clashed with Diana's enduring mythos. Inside the royal family, the leak was a seismic event. Prince William, already estranged from Harry, was reportedly furious, viewing the email as an attack on his mother's memory. Kensington Palace cancelled Catherine's engagements, citing family matters, as she grappled with the implications for her children, who are old enough to encounter headlines. The palace issued a subtle statement praising Diana's unmatched compassion and grace, a pointed rebuke to Meghan without naming her. Archival footage of Diana's charity work flooded UK media, reinforcing her legacy as untouchable. Harry, caught between loyalty to Meghan and reverence for his mother, was shaken. Sources say he initially dismissed the email as fake, but grew distant as evidence mounted. A rare call to William, their first substantial conversation in months, underscored Harry's turmoil. William's response, "She was your mother too," was a stark reminder of the stakes. Within Montecito, Meghan's inner circle fractured. Her longtime assistant resigned, and others grew guarded, suspecting betrayal from within. The email had not only damaged her public image, but eroded trust among those closest to her. Meghan Markle's leaked email, with its incendiary claim of being prettier than Diana, has done more than spark headlines. It's fractured her brand, strained her marriage, and reignited a global debate about legacy and ambition. The FBI's investigation exposed a calculated betrayal, possibly from within her own team, while the royal family's dignified silence underscored Diana's untouchable status. Meghan's silence, once a sign of control, now signals vulnerability in a Hollywood that shuns unpredictability. As her Netflix deals falter and her inner circle splinters, Meghan stands at a crossroads. The ghost of Diana looms large, a reminder that some legacies are too sacred to challenge. Whether Meghan can rebuild her narrative or remains tethered to this scandal depends on her next move. In a world where perception is power, one email has rewritten her story, leaving her to face a public no longer enchanted by her fairy tale.